Hello. I wanted to do this video about the temptation that can be there when we are walking our semen retention journey, in hope that if you're currently struggling with temptation and you're wanting to overcome it, that this video will help you do that. First thing is to accept it. To accept that on this journey you will be tempted. It will be strong. And it isn't going anywhere. Really, truly. It's not going anywhere. Even when I do these films, like, life still tempts me. Maybe not even in sexual ways, but in even just in other egoic ways. Like, I'll be filming and people will like walk right up here and I'll be like, oh, I want to get really angry right now. I'm really tempted to get angry. But there's something in my mind now that knows that, like, this is a temptation. Like, what am I going to do? Like, give into the moment of what kind of feels good in the moment, this egoic desire of kind of losing it at this person, but isn't good for me. Or am I going to breathe, slow down, and do what's good for me and pass this test? And I think also, like, being accepting that this is the journey and this is what is meant to happen is really beneficial too, because sometimes we can think, oh, I'm getting tempted, I shouldn't be tempted. Like, oh, I really want to, like, click and watch some porn right now. Oh, what's wrong with me? Oh, it's like, nah, nothing's wrong with you. That's literally the journey. Like, all of that mess and struggle and like, all of that, every bit of that, even not accepting it, that's part of it. We all went through it, and we all go through it. So just accept it. And if you can't be accepting, accept that you're not accepting. Yeah. I think that helps. That takes a lot of the charge off. Like, yep, cool, this is happening exactly as it should. Like, I want to lust, at that woman over there. Yeah, perfect, great. Life's happening, semen retention is happening exactly how it should be. All right, second one. This is huge. And I've only just started doing this because now I've got a really amazing community around me. And I want to build an amazing community here too. But calling a friend, it is so helpful because it takes so much of the shame that we often have around relapsing away. Like, just the very act of sending that message or calling a friend and just saying, hey, this is what I'm currently going through, it is transforming in itself, even if they didn't answer. Like, there's something about, like, I'm putting energy into the solution. Like, this is what I want. Even if you don't completely feel that, right? It's just like, just doing them, just try it. Just experience it for yourself. And you really want to, relapse or fall into temptation, just make the act of just, like, messaging a mate, just, like, that knows about your journey or whatever. And it's like, yo, I just want to tell you, I really want to, like, watch some porn right now. You can even ask, do you have any tips or advice? Then all of a sudden you're not alone in it, and they might actually give you something helpful too. And also, the problem often seems huge in our heads, but then when we speak it, it's like one sentence. I want to masturbate. It's like, okay, is that it? All right. That's another thing here as well. There's so much gold here if you implement this. We don't want to let the other person down too. Once we get somebody else involved, for me personally, I don't want to let somebody else down. If they've spent like 10 minutes on the phone with me, or 30 seconds, whatever, I don't want to let them down. I don't want next time I see them just be like, oh, hey, yeah. Like, no, I ended up doing all that stuff, even though you gave me your time and your energy and your effort. Nah. So it works on so many levels. So that's a big one. Get some friends that are doing it too and connect with them and support each other. Third one is, so just know that it can't give you anything. It can't give you anything at all. Right? It may seem like that, but as you fall a number of times and continue on this journey, you realize that this idea that this hookup or this videos or this lusting and objectification or whatever it is, your version of sexual addiction, can give me something. Yeah, it can't. It can't give you anything. It can only take away from your life. It can only take away from your higher self and what you're really here for. That's all it can do. It can only take you away from it. And again, that's my words to you, but you have your own experience of that. And then also know that it's not like all of these bad things trying to take away your life. It's like the flip side of the coin is that there's actually an opportunity here. If you pass the test, you grow. You get stronger. You keep your spiritual energy, and your spiritual energy continues to build. You embody more of your higher self. Your frequency rises as you pass these tests. So it's like, life will give it to you. It's like, which way do you want to go? Do you want to go down or do you want to go up? And we get the choice. So it's like, it's like hell and heaven given to you. Like, which one do you want? So just know that. You're in control, you know. Another thing that really helped me, this was a massive breakthrough for me, particularly around lusting and objectification. That was something I had massive shame around. Like when a girl's energy is really potent and she's just really tempting, and I want to look, and I want to lust, and I want to create, you know, sexual fantasies in my head and all the rest, let that take me over. I bring it back to my breath. And when it's really strong, I just say, I'm just going to do 3 minutes of breathing. Yeah, I'm going to probably give into this. I'll probably give into this, right? But I'm just going to do 3 minutes here. And I just kind of make it a game. I look at the clock and I'm just concentrating on my breathing for 3 minutes. What's happened every single time I've done that, every single time, is I haven't done it. After the 3 minutes, I'm just like, yeah, cool. Sometimes I'll go, I'll do another 3 minutes. But it passes. Eckhart Tolle talks about that practice with all addictions, whether it's grabbing a piece of food, grabbing an alcoholic drink, drugs, any other addiction you can name. And he says, that's your spiritual practice. You don't have a spiritual practice? That's your spiritual practice. When you're tempted by desire, by your addiction, focus on your breath. And that rewires you. That rewires you. If you've got a pattern of whatever that is, a habitual pattern, whatever the addiction is, that rewires you to come back to center and to be with your breath. And then when you're centered, when you're grounded, then you can take an action, an intentional conscious action. Like, what do I actually want to create? Is it that, or is it something else? Oh no, I want to work on my health, work on my career, my business. Last one, this has been a longer video. I hope this has been helpful. Let me know if it has been. Let me know if you've got any suggestions or things that I can do to improve these. I'm literally just on here like pretty much every day, just talking to myself, hoping that I'm giving you something helpful. So that feedback for me would be really great. And if there's anything that you want me to speak on, let me know. I will speak on it if I can give something valuable there. The last one. Oh, this is great. I got this from a book called Atomic Habits. I didn't think I'd get anything out of that book. It's massive. So say out loud what you're gonna do, and the consequences of it before you do it. So if you're like laying there and you're like, I'm just so tempted, I'll just watch a little bit of pornography or whatever. Say out loud what you're gonna do. I'm going to watch pornography. Most likely, I'll relapse, and I'll feel like shit, and I'm sabotaging my life. And if you go ahead and do it anyway, that's fine. But again, get your experience on these things, see what it does. See what it does when you do that. Just like literally calling yourself out on it. Again, taking that like war, that's going on in your head, in your mind, and just being like, yeah, this is the what so of it. This is what I'm going to do. Hope this has been helpful. Let me know. Thank you for watching.